The fight that really caught me off guard the most, though, when it was announced, was Henry Cejudo versus Payton Talbot.
Yeah.
That fight, I was like scratching my head, like, what the hell is going on? Why would you take this fight out of all things? Like, why? Like, and now we're hearing that it's his retirement fight.
He's saying that. Yeah, he's saying this
I mean,
is
he
it no
has
matter
retired
what.
before. He has retired before, and he's come back, but he's at an age now where I understand the retirement.
Yeah.
I
And he's
get it.
lost a couple in a row. Like
Yeah.
what's left?
Yeah, the motivation. Like he is sadly, I got to be honest. Sadly, he wasted 3 of his best years
Yeah.
sitting on the side, hoping he was going to get a bigger contract at a better deal, and it really frustrated me because he's obviously he has so much potential. He's Olympic gold medalist and fantastic. He picked up MMA so well, and the way he was able to work it together, he kind of created a really good style that he kind of bit off of the Conor McGregor style, but he had wrestling. So he chained it together very, very well. And then I think he actually bit that from like Patricio Pitbull, who they kind of all bit it from each other. But it was one of those moments where I'm like, damn, if he would have just stayed active, what kind of legacy would he have in this sport had he not stepped away for those 3 years?
I mean, I can't go back and remember who the top 5, 6 were, outside of him, but he obviously beat Dominic Cruz to win that second belt. So I don't remember who were the highest ranked people in the division at that time, but I have to imagine he was going to continue to win and continue to do well.
No, he didn't win. No, he didn't beat Dominic Cruz to win the second belt. I think that Dom, I think it was injured or something.
He knocked him out with a flying knee.
No, but I thought he fought Morales for the vacant title or something like that.
Maybe. Because
TJ Dillashaw tested positive, and that made it a vacant title, I believe.
Let's see. I know he knocked him out with that knee. So,
but remember, he beat TJ, and then TJ tested positive. That makes it a vacant title.
Technically, he won the belt for against Marlon Moraes. So
Yeah.
he beat TJ Dill. I don't understand what's going on here. He beat DJ. He beat TJ Dillashaw. Then he won. This must be the second belt against Marlon Moraes. And then he defended it against Dominic Cruz when he knocked him out with that knee, and then he retired for 3 years.
Yeah, I think the Marlon Moraes one was a vacant title because I think TJ either had to vacate the title or he lost the title because of the suspension. Remember, he ended up with a really long suspension, so he kind of just like, I'll vacate the title. I'll try to win it when I come back. And so then he fought. Henry came up and fought for the vacant title against Marlon Moraes, won in a dog fight, basically, and had a great, because he lost, I think, the first 2 rounds, and he just had to bite down on the mouthpiece and get after it in the next round and a half. And then he beat Dominic Cruz to defend it.
Yeah.
So
that's when Dominic Cruz started saying referee smelled like beer and cigarettes, and he stopped it too early and just started making every excuse in the world.
Peterson. Yep. Yeah. Peterson. Yeah, that was one of those moments. A moment I think that I think he since has cleared that up a little bit.
And saying that's not true. He didn't smell like beer and cigarettes.
I don't know. How do you see that fight going? Henry Cejudo and Payton Talbot. What are your thoughts on it? Like, does Henry get this takedown? Does he control the top position? Henry's a great wrestler, but where he's always kind of felt like he's lacked the ground and pound and the dominant control from the top position. That's where I feel like he's lacked. Now, on the speed, on the feet, he's fantastic. Can he take Payton Talbot's shot though? And he's not as fast as he used to be when he was winning titles. There's a lot of questions to be answered here from the Henry Cejudo side, but then also too with Payton Talbot. He's a big body frame for the weight class.
Huge. He's tremendous for that weight class.
He's huge. And so how does Henry deal with the size? And if he gets clipped, how does he handle the power?
Henry's another guy we've seen sort of rocked a couple times here and there, but there's two very clear camps that you're in when you're talking about this fight. You are either in Henry Cejudo's an Olympic gold medalist, and he is just going to do to Payton Talbot what Hani Barcelos did to Payton Talbot. He's just going to come forward, take him down. Hani was even older than Henry Cejudo when he did it, so he's just going to do that. Or you're on the other side, and you're like, Henry Cejudo's washed. He's not who he was before. Payton is huge. He's fast. He's got power. He's zesty, and all that zesty rainbow power is going to come in here and beat Henry Cejudo.
You said zesty, bro. You were wild. You were wild.
He's zesty. So I am going to lean toward Payton Talbot here because I'm a big Henry Cejudo guy. I read his book after he won the Olympics, long before he was going to be in the UFC. I just feel like at this point in his career, Henry Cejudo doesn't wrestle that much.
Mm.
He just doesn't. He didn't do it that much against Song Yudong, who's a phenomenal striker. And he didn't go in there balls out wrestling. So I don't know why he would come in here balls out wrestling. The older you get, the less you wrestle. For some reason, Hani Barcelos buck that trend. But I do think Payton Talbott's going to win this fight just by being huge and fast. But I'll be rooting for Henry to do exactly what Hani did, which is just come forward and get takedowns.
Yeah. I'm going to root for Henry because I'm an old dog, and Henry's now becoming an old dog. And I'm always going to lean more towards probably the wrestlers because I got a little bit of that wrestling gene in me as well. And I've got a lot of respect for Henry, man. He did things his way. And whether they were good or bad for him,
they were bad choices.
Yeah, I mean, like
his way was not the best way.
He did things his way, though, and I'll always respect people that didn't fall in line and decided to do things their way, whether it worked out or not. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. George St. Pierre is a perfect example of how he did things his way, and it worked out perfectly for him. You know?
So, yes, I think, again, a huge Henry fan, but Henry sat out. He retired in some act of contract negotiation, and then they just moved on. They just literally moved on. It didn't matter at all. Came back 3.5 years later. It's not like when Randy Couture was fighting to get everybody more money, or Tito Ortiz was fighting to get everybody more money. He ruined the 3 best years of his life to try to get a better contract. He did not get a better contract. At least I don't think he did. Came back 3.5 years later, hasn't won since. So I think it's awful how that went down.
Yeah.
His choice. Nobody screwed him. He chose to do all. He could have come back at any time. I think it just sucks. And maybe we're all wrong. Maybe it wasn't an act of contract negotiation. He never said, he said he actually retired. He opened the gym. He's a great coach. All of that stuff is going well for him, but it does suck that he gave up. I assume the 3 best years, or maybe 2 of those 3, or even one of the 3 were some of the best years of his career. It sucks that we didn't get to see it. I did think he beat Aljo on his return. I thought he won that fight. I didn't agree with that decision, but he obviously wasn't. He very clearly lost to Merab, so that is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out. I want him to go out on a win. If this is his last fight, I'd like to see him get a win.
Absolutely.